Welcome into the recap of trade deadline 2022 Chicago Cubs style. I'm David Kaplan. Let's talk about tonight's game quickly. Cubs get smoked in St. Louis. Adam Wainwright, who's been a Cardinal forever, pitches outstanding baseball tonight. Cubs lose 6-0 home runs for star players. They have star players down there. Goldschmidt, Arenado, and then Dylan Carlson also hit a home run. And they stay loyal to their guys. They never rebuild in St. Louis, and they stay loyal to their guys, whether that is the aging Adam Wainwright, the aging Yadier Molina. They were in the discussions on Juan Soto. When good players become available, the Cardinals are always involved. And they have a really well-run organization. It pains me to say it. I'm wearing my St. Louis misery shirt because I can't stand the Cardinals. But you also have to call it as you see it. The Cubs don't run their organization at the level of the St. Louis Cardinals, and that's highly disappointing. Quickly, let's go through the trades that were made. Chris Martin deal for Zach McKinstry. You got a utility guy from the Dodgers. We'll see if he can develop. Doesn't look to me to be a trade that's going to have great impact on the Cubs, but we'll see what happens. The Michael Gibbons trade to the Mets. You got a Class A pitcher back. He has decent scouting reports. You gave up Michael Gibbons, an older reliever. We'll see if the kid from Class A can make it. You take a lottery ticket and take a shot. Now, David Robertson, that was a highly intelligent trade. The Cubs give up a 37-year-old closer. He goes to Philly. They're trying to hang in the wild card chase. And guess what? The Cubs get back a 22-year-old power right-handed starter who does have a chance to be in their rotation a couple years from now. He dealt with Tommy John in 2019. He missed all of 2020 because of the COVID shutdown. There was no minor league baseball, so he's working his way back. I watched tape on him tonight. This guy's got wicked stuff. He's got a chance to be really good. The Cubs made a very good trade there. Jed Hoyer, you get an A for that trade. And then the trade that triggered people on social media, which I don't understand why, Scott Effros traded to the Yankees for a minor league pitcher who's in AAA, who could pitch probably before the end of the season for the Cubs, but certainly should be a factor for their rotation next spring. You gave up a 28-year-old rookie in Effros. Had a great year. He did. ERA in the twos, solid pitcher. He's a 28-year-old rookie, and your team's going nowhere right away. And you got back a 24-year-old starting pitcher, number 7 prospect in the Yankee system. That's an outstanding deal. Jed Hoyer, you get an A for that one. The Willson Contreras trade talks, you get an F. F grade. You flunked. You can't get this guy signed to an extension because you don't want to negotiate with him, A. B, this is a guy who openly has said, I want to be a Cub. I want to be part of the rebuild, and I want to help be part of the next great Cubs team. And you guys have given him absolutely no love back for the love he shows you. And then you can't get him traded today. 3 catchers were traded. The Tampa Bay Rays are in the race. They were interested. They lost Mike Zunino, their starting catcher, for the rest of the year with an injury. 3 catchers were moved. And you're expecting us to believe you couldn't get a decent deal for Willson Contreras? You felt like you had to kill people in the deal. And you had to win. We had to win that trade. Otherwise, you're going to give him a qualifying offer, and you're going to completely screw the guy in free agency because teams are going to look and go, I'd like to sign you, but I don't want to give up my draft pick. How can you not sign this guy to an extension, A? B, you expect us to believe you couldn't make a decent trade for a guy who only has 2 months of control? Why didn't you trade him last year when you traded everybody else? Or before the lockout? Or after the lockout? Or all the way up to today? You held on to him all the way to the end and nobody blinked. They called your bluff and you didn't get it done. I like Jed Hoyer a lot. That was awful execution today. Awful. And so that one, you get an F. Ian Happ, you've got another year of control after this season. I would imagine you're going to try and trade him this winter. We'll see what happens. But again, this is a team that has no star power. None. Look around baseball and see what the teams that are in the races are doing today. Look at San Diego, loaded with star power. The Cardinals, they kept adding on. The Yankees, they keep adding on. Hell, even the freaking Mariners add on. go get Luis Castillo. Then they went and got Kirk Casale. They keep adding on. And you know what the Cubs are? They're a farm system for everybody else. It's embarrassing where the Chicago Cubs organization is at right now. Rebuilt twice in 10 years. You're the Chicago Cubs, and the freaking San Diego Padres can go out and have Fernando Tatis and get him signed to a monster deal. Manny Machado. Juan Soto, we're in. And we hear nothing about the Cubs. Sad where the organization is at. But how you dealt with Contreras and let him twist in the wind, shame on you people. Shame on you.